Not knowing this one little secret could cost you $14,231 a month this year. That's the average amount traders receive from investors. And here's the crazy part. Even complete beginners can access this kind of capital. I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like another get-rich-quick scheme. I thought the same thing when I first heard about it. But guess what? This trading model has genuinely changed my life, and not just mine. Thanks to this approach, Jacob made his first $9,000 within a week. Alejandro reached financial freedom and started traveling the world. And Sofia left her toxic job to finally work on her own terms. They all use this little-known trading model. Before we dive deeper, let me break it down. Imagine you have $1,000 to trade. You've got two options. Trade with your own capital or trade with investor capital. Getting started with your own money is easy. You just deposit and go. Using investor capital is slightly more involved. There's one extra step before you start trading, and I'll explain that in just a moment. Now, let's talk about the capital you manage. If you trade with your own funds, you are limited to $1,000. But with investor capital, you could be managing $250,000. And that's a massive difference. Because let's say you take a loss. In the typical model, you lose your own money. The more you lose on the market, the more money you lose in real life. But here's the twist. When you trade with founding capital, you are not risking your own money. If you make a loss, you don't lose that money because it's not yours. It's the investor's capital. Now, let's talk about profits. If you trade with your own money, all the earnings are yours. But when you're using founding capital, you still keep 90% of the profits. So let's say you make a 5% return. On your own $1,000, that's just $50. But on $250,000 of investor capital, that's $12,500. All from the same trade. Just because you used founded capital. That's the power of this model. Now, let's look at it from investors' point of view. Why would they trust traders with their own money? The answer is simple. They want their money to grow. They actively look for traders who can multiply their capital. It's a win-win. They provide the capital, you provide the skill, and you both profit. So, how do they protect their investment? They really only ask for two things. First, basic trading knowledge. They want you to pass the simple test to make sure you understand the fundamentals. If you have traded even once in your life, I'm confident you will handle it with no problem. Once you pass the test, they know you are ready and they are willing to work with you. Now, let's be real. This is a business partnership and they want to see that you take it seriously. Let's say you apply for $125,000 investment. In that case, they will ask you to contribute just 0.04% of the capital. That's just $495 or $125,000. Honestly, that's a fair deal. It shows them you are committed, that you will do your best to make it work. This way, they know you are serious. They also don't want you to blow the entire account. That's why there's something like stop loss in place. If you lose more than 10%, the agreement ends. So, for example, if you are trading $250,000 and lose $26,000, the investor absorbs that loss. You don't own then the $26,000. You don't lose that initial contribution, $495. And that's it. Simple, clear, and powerful. If you want to take this opportunity, just click the link below. If you are still watching this, I know you are serious about making money through trading. So here's a bonus. I've got the promo code for the My Founding Account platform. It gives you 30% off any founding plan. But you need to act fast. I can't guarantee this offer will be still live tomorrow. If you are ready to move forward, click the button below and enroll now. If you want to get 30% off all challenges, just click on Get Funds Now. Over here you got 3 different types of accounts. I can recommend you an account of $62,500. This is the most popular account. Of course, you can choose the smallest account and the biggest account. If you feel that you got skills, you know how to manage risk properly, you can choose $250,000 account. Also, if you like to choose another account, you can click on See More, and over here you got more options. You can see what is the maximum daily loss, maximum loss, profit target, and also you can choose between standard and wanted accounts. The conditions are slightly different. The profit target is less on plus and wanted account, and on wanted account the maximum loss is 12%, so you got more room for mistakes. When you choose your plan, just click Start Plan. You will be moved to the next page where you need to enter your personal details, and over here you need to enter the promo code, which is START30. When you enter your personal details and email address, you will be able to activate discount code. Remember to read the terms and accept them. If you are ready, just click Buy Now. If you are ready to move forward, click the button below and enroll now.